Hello beautiful people, you're welcome back to New Face Entertainment. We're so glad to have you here again. And let's meet with Mr. Macaroni. Mr. Macaroni is a Nigerian actor, comedian, entrepreneur and a social media influencer who is popularly known for his "own you're doing well" phrase. He has been active for some years now, but recently he came into the limelight after starting a series of comedy skits. In most of his skits, he usually plays the sugar daddy, looking for a side chick, and it is always full of adventures. His videos are loved because of their uniqueness and lessons that viewers learn at the endings. We'll be seeing Mr. Macaroni's biography, date of birth, age, family, parents, partner, siblings, wife, children, education, comedies, movies, shows, net worth, houses, his cars, social media handles, and everything else you love to know about Mr. Macaroni. And please don't forget to drop a comment and share this video at the end of this video. Don't also forget to like the video. But before we continue, let me take this time to appreciate all those that have subscribed to our YouTube channel, that have supported us, and that have always liked this video. We say thank you very much. We love you. And for those that are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please don't forget to do so. It's just by you clicking the red subscribe button and the notification bell beside it. With that, you get a notification from us anytime we upload any new videos. And please don't forget to like this video and comment and share to your friends. And here is a quick rundown on Mr. Macaroni's profile and a few things you love to know about him. His full name is Debo Adebayo. His stage name is known as Mr. Macaroni. His nationality is from Nigeria. Education he finished from Redeemers University, and is an actor and a comedian. Debo Adebayo's Mr. Macaroni was born in Lagos. Now into the full biography of Mr. Macaroni. He was born in Lagos State, Nigeria, into a family of 10, and he happens to be the last born of the house. His father is a journalist, while his mother is an educationist. He described his childhood as simple and always states that he was inspired by Pastor Chris Oyakilome of Christ Embassy. His education wasn't really very rosy, as he attended 3 different universities before finally graduating from Redeemers University. According to him, the first admission he got to study law in a private institution was cut short in his 1200 level when the news broke out that the law department in the institution wasn't accredited. He left the school when, after some series of meetings with the authorities, they noticed that the school was nonchalant about the situation. He gained admission again into another private institution to study law, and everything was going smoothly until he had an issue with one of his lecturers. He was summoned by the school authorities and eventually told to leave the school for some time while they come up with a final decision. He wasn't expressly expelled but decided to leave the school for another private institution. It was after a while that his friends informed him that his name came out on the results sheets. In his third school, he decided to opt for creative arts instead of law. Well, after resuming in the school, he was one day informed by the Dean of Studies that the institution haven't really started offering creative arts, but he can go for English. This got him angry because he was actually admitted to study creative arts and not English. He eventually had to leave after a year. That makes the 3rd university he has attended. He eventually gained admission to study creative arts at Redeemers University in Osun State. The university is owned by the Redeemed Christian Church of God. While at the institution, he was bent on leaving a legacy that would make every student an ambassador of the university. He was the president of the student body while in the school and tried his best to make every student happy and comfortable. Few days before his graduation from Redeemers University, he got expelled over a post he made on his Facebook page. The university described his Facebook post as offensive and portrayed the university in bad light, an act that constitutes serious misconduct and punishable by expulsion. The case was later settled out of court, and he got his certificate from the institution in 2018. Mr. Macaroni, he completed his National Youth Service Corps in 2020 and was filled with joy as many of the 7 corporals gathered around him for photos. He stated on his Instagram handle that he stood for over 2 hours taking photos with his colleagues who for one reason or the other appreciate his craft. Now to delve in his career. Mr. Macaroni has been featured in a number of movies and soap operas before starting the Mr. Macaroni series. He stated that at a point in his life, he stopped getting movie roles and he began to appear like he didn't know what he was doing. He would get to Instagram then to see the likes of Maraji and Brother Shaggy posting online skits that people were really enjoying. It was when the idea of doing comedy skits came to his mind and he began playing the character of an old school teacher. About how he began the Mr. Macaroni series, he stated that the whole story began when a company reached out to one of his producers that they needed someone to make a short YouTube video. He first played the character of an old school teacher before the sugar daddy character that he is currently playing now. Now into his personal life. Mr. Macaroni was the last born in a family of 10. His childhood was really simple and adventurous. He lists Pastor Chris Oyakudome as one of his sources of inspiration. Not much is known about Mr. Macaroni's relationship life, but he revealed in an interview with Punch that he was still a virgin. Now, Mr. Macaroni's net worth. Mr. Macaroni is one of the fastest rising comedians to look forward to in 2020. He has grown from a regular Instagram user to an influencer with more than 400,000 followers. He is, however, still new to the industry and we are unable to estimate his net worth. We promise to update this video as soon as we get a reliable information from a credible source. Now, to round up this biography, let's take a look at 2 important things to note about Mr. Macaroni. Remember, he's an actor and he's always been featured in movies and soap opera at some point, and the movie roles were not steady for him, which led to frustration and made him start posting skits on social media. Sure, you must have seen 1 or 2 of his funny skits on social media. And number 2, Mr. Macaroni attended 3 different universities before he graduated at Redeemer Universities, which make the 4th universities he attended before he graduated, according to a report concerning his struggles while in school. He says, in my first university, I was in 200 level. We've stated that when he heard the news that the law department in our university wasn't accredited, and he went to the second school to study law, and it was going smoothly until the exam period when he had an issue with a lecturer and was sued by the authority and was asked to leave the school for some time before the final decision. Then the third one, he moved to the third university and he hardly made up mind to study creative arts instead of law when he had the school asked him to study English instead of creative arts, and that got him so angry because he was admitted to study creative arts, not to study English. Then all these private schools, he said his parents didn't want him to attend. His parents want him to attend the federal university because they feared he would be more stubborn there. So he got a transcript from the school and proceeded to another university, and then he graduated from the University. This shows that Mr. Macaroni determined to give it whatever it takes to have the school certificate. And this young man is currently hot in the entertainment industry and this sets him apart to achieve more. This is all the interesting facts you should know about Mr. Macaroni, aka Hi, you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us in meeting this popular and the upcoming comedian, Mr. Macaroni. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click the red subscribe button below and the notification bell beside it. And don't forget to also like this video, comment and share to others. Thank you. We love you. Stay blessed.